Hello everyone, we are back with a new video. This time we've got chapter 1139 of One Piece, Mountain Eater. And we open up, as always, with a nice cover image. I love how One Piece always does this. And we're continuing the Yamato's Golden Harvest, and it looks like they're challenging Who's Who. It's an interesting story, you know, you never see these in the anime, so it's good to see little stories like this. So looking at this first page, it seems that they're looking for the key to Loki's cuffs or chains or whatever. So, I don't know, it doesn't seem like they've decided whether they're actually going to free Loki or not. I suspect they probably will, because it seems Loki's going to be a key part of the plot. But I love how, and I'll highlight it, it's like Zoro is saying that we haven't decided if we're going to free him or not yet. And Luffy kind of gets a bit mad at him. Fair enough. So moving on to page 2, they've progressed into the castle to get to the throne room, which is kind of cool. Throne room's obviously very important, and it's seemingly where a lot of chaos went down. And they've noticed the teleportation circle, or whatever it was. It's interesting. I don't think it was made very clear that they were in the throne room. Shamrock and Gunko. But so it's cool that they found that. I don't think it means anything. They won't be able to make heads or tails of it, but they are now where those two attack. Kind of, what did they even do in the castle? I guess they were looking for whatever. I don't know. So we move on to the next page, and they're examining the magic circle, right? What I find really peculiar is Luffy then says in this panel down in the bottom right that he feels like he's seen something like this lately. I don't recall anything like that in the manga. Are we going to get a flashback of him encountering something? I don't know, or maybe I've forgotten something. If he has encountered a portal before, let me know in the comments. I'd love to look back and find that, because I am a bit stumped. So next page, and there's a mystery person speaking to them now in the shadows or whatever, and he throws an axe at Road, who panics and drops Nami and Zoro. Or all of them? I think he's carrying all of them. Yeah, he's carrying all of them, so he drops all of them. Oh, Road. Did anyone think he was a serious threat? But in the next page, the mystery person reveals themselves as an old man who's a former pirate, just called, for now, Mr. Yar. This is very temporary. We'll find out his true identity very shortly, but he's heard all about Luffy's exploits, including defeating Kaido. So, and he's very well respected in Elbaf. But next page, we get a cool dump of information. So this Mr. Yar is Ripley's husband, the mysterious human who was Ripley's husband. And it's revealed that giants... I don't know if it was actually revealed already, but it's revealed here that the giants age very slowly. So Colin, who is his son, is only 20. Well, he's already 20, even though he's a child. And Ripley is 80 and older than Mr. Yar himself. And he kind of he does lament the fact that giants barely age and he gets old. So, yeah, a bit of family history there. So there's a lot of stuff going on this next page, but quite simply, he is a bit of a wacky guy. He talks about the greatness of mixed blood relationships and races and whatnot, and he calls himself a preacher of love, bringing Luffy to compare him to Sanji. And then Luffy just outwardly just reveals that they're looking for the keys to Loki's cuffs, and then he does a little zoom in. I'll do a little zoom in on the fella. I just love Luffy when he's too open with the truth, and then he very badly lies to try and cover it up. It's just classic. So here in this next page, it seems that Mr. Yar is all on board of this whole freeing Loki plan. He loves people who cause trouble, supposedly, but he does ask Luffy if he has a plan for if Loki becomes too much to handle, and apparently he's going to beat him Luffy's plans to beat him up. I could see it. I mean, is he an equal to Shanks? Is the one who stopped him before? Is Luffy an equal to Shanks? You'd bloody well hope so if he's going to be king of the pirates. So this next page is actually really fascinating. So he keeps trying to warn Luffy about Loki, and Luffy just kind of starts wandering off because he's bored of the old man's warnings. And it gives this dude flashbacks of Roger being very similar to Luffy. And we know we've always had these comparisons of Roger to Luffy, but he just gets sick of the guy's warnings, and I don't know if that's him. The old man he's arguing, or if it's Rayleigh. I'm a bit confused by the silhouette, actually. Let me look them up very quickly. Okay, I looked it up. It's definitely Rayleigh's silhouette. So he's arguing with Rayleigh because he's being told what to do, and Roger just wants to do his own thing, I guess. Ay. And next page, I love this little cutaway. So we go to a different group who didn't go to the castle. You know, Usopp, Jinbei, etc. And they are in Elbaf proper town still, and getting told the story of the left hand of Roger after, you know, Rayleigh's the right hand, this dude's the left hand. He got known as the Mountain Eater, which is the title of the chapter, who, when Roger got sick, and maybe this is related to his illness that he was going to die from, but he got sick, and while he was recovering, they were attacked by enemy pirates, and this dude, with 2 axes, took them all out, and all that was left... Well, I don't get what they're saying here. There was only the bald mountainside left behind with not a single tree standing. Whatever that means, but he was destructive to the environment, I suppose. Amazing man. But next page, we go back to Luffy's group, and that story about the left hand was very important, as we will find out soon. So they find the treasure room, and it's already been looted. Obviously, Nami's furious that there's no treasure to be had, but you know, it's understandable. You know, it's a target for burglars. But there's one thing that no one took: a big old key. Obviously, the key to Loki's cuffs. And Luffy's excited. He's obviously wanting to go for the key. And we move on to the final page. The old man removes his hat and his poncho or whatever, revealing himself as the legendary figure of the Roger Pirates, the left hand of Gol D Roger, Scopper Gaban. And that is where the chapter ends, with him challenging Luffy to a fight for the key. All in all, that was a very exciting chapter, and you know, lots of information lore, introduction of a great new character. Luffy has already trained with Rayleigh, the right hand of Gol D Roger, and now he's going to fight the left hand of Gol D Roger. It's great, it's thematic, and it sets up the next chapter fantastically. The only regret for this is that there's a week break, so we won't be back on Sunday for this, unfortunately. But until a week Sunday, I will see you all later. Let me know your thoughts on the chapter in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Bye for now.